What's up, friends and family? So we are on a tour trip to go to Halong Bay. Okay, got my boy Jin over here. All right, we had a little bit of a long night last night. He just came in. He just got in from Canada, so he's having a longer night. I kind of settled in, so just a little bit, and had a little bit of a night out. And now we woke up early in the morning. Going to head out to Halong Bay, so keep an eye out, friends and fam.
But the second one, this is the membrane of the oyster. The membrane will cut from here, and here. After cut off like this, we divide it into small pieces.
What's up, friends and family? It's me, Von Eden, my boy Jin over here. And so we're at our first stop, and we're learning some things about pearls, surprisingly. Yeah, so the bus drivers are taking like a pee break and they drop all the tourists, and so it's very touristic. So they drop all the tourists here to this pretty interesting place. I don't know where we are at all on the map. I guess we're like less than 30 minutes away from Halong Bay. And they take us here to this place where they show us how they cultivate pearls. And that actually leads me to what I want to talk to y'all about. What made Vietnam very important, actually, is one of their resources of pearls. And back in ancient times, Vietnam was known as the Yule people. They were a bunch of rice growers. And did you know this?
No, I don't. It's
So,
first time for me.
Yeah, I had to learn all the history of Vietnam. It took me all morning, a whole morning, 5 hours to learn the history of Vietnam. And so China's empire was growing, and I think the name, like, don't quote me on this, I'm not a historian, his name was Qin, Q-I-N-G? Qin? Am I saying that right?
Don't ring a bell.
But am I saying that right though?
Yeah, Quinn.
Okay, so it was a Qin, I think it was the empire, or the emperor, excuse me, and they were growing strong and they were moving down south, and Vietnam wasn't Vietnam yet, so there were a bunch of feudal rice growers, and they saw this threat and they formed a community, and then from there they united a lot of feudal rice farmers and created the small kingdom of Ulak, which a lot of the people are the Yu people, or we also known as the Nun people. They're the indigenous people that have black teeth. A lot of them have tattoos, short hair, and black teeth. And so they eventually fought against the Chinese empire, because the emperor wanted lots and lots of pearls, so many pearls, and they didn't care about their tribute size. They just wanted it all, and they became very greedy, and this came to lead to the first Chinese invasion from China to Vietnam. So there's a little bit of a history of that, and I'll explain some more later on throughout this trip. But it's very interesting. We came here to a pearl place. Now I'm gonna show y'all this beautiful landscape, because I don't know how you felt, but it looked like a dream. I was like, what? Can you imagine back in ancient times, this is what they saw?
Now that I am yours, now I know that I am yours. You were taking me to places I have never seen before. Now I'm never looking back, cause I know that I am sure you will always be enough, so I'm never going under. You were everything that I know, everywhere that I go. I trust in what you did for me. I know your work is final. Your love will hold me up. Being close to you is vital. Over and above, you will always be enough. 'Cause you are my miracle.
So our tour guide is actually pretty cool. He gave us a heads up about expectations. So he told us, don't have expectations about how cleanliness of the water of the Ha Long Bay is going to be, because it's not like how the pictures are and YouTube videos and all that. So we'll see. We just got here. But apparently there's like seven tons of trash in the bay, and so that sign I just made a video of, they're doing their best to keep it clean, with banning plastics that coming into the bay area. So all right, let's see. We're gonna be on this boat for about 6 hours or so, traveling around Ha Long Bay. We're gonna see what this ancient bay, this UNESCO Heritage site that got invited into UNESCO Heritage in 1994. So let's go. We're gonna be very touristy today because this is a place to be if you're ever gonna come visit Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, my name is Tony. Yes, okay. Okay, so we now.
What's up, friends and family? So finally, Ha Long Bay, and this is the famous chicken kissing rock, where it's like two chickens kissing each other. I don't see it, and I'm an artist. I guess my imagination is not working very well. Now I'm gonna be really quick because they hit us with these tourist spots while we're eating. Like look at Ha Long Bay. I've been waiting to see this since I was a kid. This is amazing. I'm gonna come out here and enjoy the whole ambience when I'm done eating. So once upon a time, there's a lot of pirates used to hide at Ha Long Bay, away from the Chinese Imperial Fleet and the authorities. Alright, friends and family, arriving at Surprise Cave. Alright, so just give you some history of just Vietnam in general. So Vietnam's already been invaded like 3 times by the Chinese Empire. And then the French came. And they had their Indochina. That's what the French would call it. And the French came here to protect their missionaries, spread Catholicism. And so they needed some soldiers to come and guard it, and that's the reason why France took over Vietnam, Indochina. Hello, awkwardly staring at you. Hey, let me give you some rules here. If you're ever gonna be kayaking, yeah, it might be romantic, but you better put some effort in. They're just drifting. He's doing all the work. Put some effort in, then it'll be romantic. What's up, Jen? Look, he's being a tourist. Look at him. So we entering a surprise cave here, and from what I know is it was recently discovered. Now it's heavily touristy, lots of tourists. Wow, look at the monkeys. The reality, though, there's like 1 billion people here. Alright, friends and family, so I'm very convinced that on one of these islands, pirates left treasure in that hole somewhere. There's some treasure in it. I know for a fact there's treasure somewhere here. Somewhere. History and how the French got involved here in Vietnam. Now, many Chinese dynasties later, there's South Vietnamese, which people call the Champas, and the northern Vietnamese people. Ho Chi Minh came into power somewhere around that time. And when the Qing invasion happened in 1788 to like 1789, they reinstated the Chinese emperor here in Vietnam. Well, the French came in and started helping the Vietnamese people by giving them firepower, lots of firepower to be able to take on the Chinese Empire. And at the same time, it was the same guise of spreading Catholicism here. And so the French needed to protect their missionaries, so they created Indochina. Well, Ho Chi Minh knew what was going on, and at the same time of kicking China out, Ho Chi Minh also fought off the French. And so this is where the United States of all may got into it, because the French needed help. So they got the support from the British and the Americans. And while that was going on and that alliance was happening and the US was backing the French, then Soviet Union, yes, the Soviet Union came into play here in Vietnam, and the Chinese Communist Party were backing Ho Chi Minh. And then, fast forward later, there was a lot of like spreading of communism throughout Southeast Asia, Laos, Cambodia. They fell into communism, Pol Pot, right? And so, getting a little ahead of myself in the timeline here, we can't forget the Japanese occupation during 1940 through 1945, all right? So that was going on. Japanese occupied Vietnam. They were also harassing people. We all know the history of how the Japanese treated a lot of people during occupation in World War II. And so, yeah, there was a lot of power that was brewing in the Vietnamese people. That's where Ho Chi Minh came into power. He kicked the Japanese out, kicked the Chinese out, and then he was kicking out the French too. And so after World War II, there was a declaration that Ho Chi Minh made of creating the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Excuse me, thank you. So I was getting distracted. Thought people were talking to me. So after the Indochina War happened, the formation of Vietnam, the Communist Party of Vietnam. So now we're finally up to the Vietnam War, which also known for here in Vietnam locally is the American War. The Americans are painted as bad people here in Vietnam's history, which I don't blame them. The war drug on too long, and honestly there was a lot of battles fought. Maybe the US won them, but at the end the United States lost this war. And I don't think in my history, or my country's history, they want to admit that freely. But yeah, we lost the Vietnam War, and it was a draft. There was so many numbers getting pumped into dedicating everything to fighting this war and supporting the French. It's just like, it's just drug on too long. And so Ho Chi Minh started creating more and more power off of that. And United States, like the people in the United States are just saying like, yeah, we need to stop sending troops to Vietnam because this is a hopeless battle. And it fueled the ideology more for Ho Chi Minh. So keep it short and simple. This is how Vietnam War and the United States got into it. What's up, friends and fam? So all of us, we're going up to a cave called Surprise Cave, and I think we're all surprised we have to climb all these steps, and I think it was a bad idea to put beer in here. But I mean, it's cool. Surprise! That's not the view. It's all the way down there. Alright, friends and family. So I am definitely convinced that there is treasure buried somewhere around here. And speaking about treasure, y'all remember the eating Krushka? I hope someone finds that buried treasure in DR. Damn, my friends. We didn't find no treasure physically, but we definitely saw something very magical. And Surprise Cave, the place was pretty magical. I even bought this. So if you ever walk into my office or you see this in my office, you know the memories. Remember that word I taught y'all? The providence. You learn the providence of a history. We got this in Halong Bay. Alright, let's move out of here because I'm hanging out by the toilet and it stinks. I don't know why I did that to myself. Excuse me. Just imagine this, my friends and family. This whole mountain, that whole mountain, we were in there. That's crazy. It's about beer 30. Alright, friends and family. Ever since I was a child, I've always dreamed of traveling and getting out of my city. First, got to get out of California. The next thing, or Texas, depends where I'm at. The next thing after that, I get out of the United States. So, checking the box, I've already done that. But I've always dreamed of coming to Halong Bay. 2,000 limestone tiny islands. I wouldn't call all of them islands, some of them are just rocks. Surrounding the bay of Vietnam. I finally made it here and y'all joined me on this travel. Like, this is freaking amazing and I highly encourage everyone to come out here. Now in the beginning they said there was a bunch of trash, like 7 tons of trash is dumped here a day. The water is actually not that bad. We don't really see too much trash. There are some barges that are picking up trash around us, which is good that they're consciously aware of taking care of the environment. There's also a bunch of, they ban plastic from being on these islands, so bring your own container, hydro flask or something. But this is amazing. This place is magical and I can't just stop imagining what it looks like during ancient times. So my friends and family, thank you for joining me on this adventure here in Halong Bay. We're gonna go back to Hanoi and got a couple of days until my buddy's wedding. So we'll see y'all in Hanoi. Till next time, friends and fam. Bye bye. Or maybe I should transition like this. Next time, my friends and fam. Bye bye.
Through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright, alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before.
Alright, friends and fam. We're gonna check out a Vietnamese rest area. They got all kinds of chips. Did you know this? Lays are in different flavors in different countries.
Yeah, they have like so many like these crazy flavors in China too.
Did it?
Not just Vietnam.
Oh, there we go. This is, we can get this. Try this out right here. Oh, these are definitely okay. We're getting this one instead. We got some Lay Bao Wagyu beef right here. Wow. What else we have? Cookies. Interesting. Coconut candy is something very Vietnamese you should buy. I'm trying to see if I can see some. Here in Vietnam, coconut candy. That's what you really should be looking for. Let's see if we can find any of that. I think this is it. Coconut candy. Taro, yeah, taro root. That's too much. Coconut candy?
Coconut candy.
This?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. Is it good?
Yeah, good.
Very good?
Yeah.
Oh, we got some more oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. The lady, she said coconut candy is good, so we'll trust her.
Okay.
How much?
35 for one and 20. Yeah, and 55.
55. Okay. 55.
Yeah, and 50.
50.
50 and more 5.
No, I
Okay,
get 10. 10. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Happy New Year.
20 okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Nice. We got coconut candy and some laid chips from Vietnam. That's awesome. Me and Jin over here, we're gonna try it out. How are those? Oh, is this sushi?
No, chewy, fine. Good.
Wow, that actually tastes like sushi with barbecue on it. Okay, what else? What else we got here? Oh, I like plum wine. You ever had plum wine before? Some good stuff. Highly recommend. You can get this in the United States too. You can get some plum wine.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, it's good. Very good.
They're like super sweet.
Yeah, it's a sweet one. If you're not into sweets, don't do it. But if you like sweets, it's definitely good. Look at this, a Vietnamese Christmas tree. A bunch of mandarin oranges on there. Those are mandarin, right?
Yep.
Nice. Whoa, we got manbao. Nice, this is my favorite. Okay. I think we should head back.
Yep.
Our last time we were late because we were flying the drone. Everybody was mad at us. But I think everyone forgot about that now, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, because I had talked to that lady who gave me the nasty face. Like, she doesn't look like she holds grudges against me anymore. But yeah, we were late last time. Okay, that was a cool little Vietnamese rest area. Once you're done driving on the road for a long ass time, you can stop here. So that was cool. All right, back to Hanoi.